On to the Cup quarterfinals we go on day 2 of the HSBC Sevens World Series here in Cape Town. The second leg, South Africa, Fiji, England, New Zealand, Canada will take on France. And then the USA against Argentina, the fourth of the 4 Cup quarterfinals. First up, South Africa against Fiji. And Cape Town Stadium erupts to welcome the Blitzboks. It's win or go out of the Cup competition. And some early nerves from both Sanatla and Geduld. And turnover for Fiji, going away to their right. Scrambling defense for South Africa. Nasila Sila into contact. Clean out is good, and the ball lost forward as the stretch for the line came, but there's going to be a consultation here.
High tackle against, do we have a number?
No, we don't have a number on.
Okay, I'm going to go check. Yeah, check Timo. Timo.
Yes, Richard.
I just want to check for try or no try, but a possible penalty try because of a high tackle.
Checking for you, Richard.
Right, TMO called into action early in this Cup quarter-final. South Africa unable to secure the kickoff and forced into some desperate defensive measures. And there's a hand around the head there. Does that lead to a penalty try? It's certainly not a try.
Look at that head around the head. South Africa might be in trouble here, Matthew.
Penalty try.
Richard, there was foul play that prevented the try from being scored.
Okay, so you're telling me foul play by 11 green, so penalty try and a yellow card to green 11.
That's correct.
That is a hammer blow for South Africa, but the correct call being made. It was foul play, it was high. It's an automatic 7-pointer, and Siobelo Sanatla will have to go to the bin. Quickly called over, and South Africa into a gap. Werner Kok. The tackle is from Nasila Sila. And a huge contest at the breakdown from Fiji. The turnover is good for them, and this will surely be their second. Putting the hammer down, and Nasila Sila is in to score Fiji's second after the early penalty try. And Cape Town Stadium is hushed. 2 Fijians pulled into the defensive role. Geduld away to Africa. And here's Werner Kok. Round his man, and Werner Kok is away! Try for the Blitzboks with 6 men on the field. A vitally important score for them, as Siobelo Sanatla has served out his time, and they'll be back to 7. Here's Justin Geduld. Advantage over. Africa to the inside, and lost forward by Justin Geduld.
Advantage over.
An advantage for the knock-on also called over. Sanatla unable to make the tackle, and it'll be Fiji in for another try. Sanatla furious with himself as he's unable to make the tackle on Joshua Vakorunabili. They need to create something from 75 meters out here. Africa on the switch to Geduld, finds Kwagga Smith. Way away to his right. It was a beautiful floated pass. Smith, and here's Timagaba with the first touch. Looks to his inside. Geduld! Justin Geduld looking to go close to the posts. But the angle made a little more difficult, but certainly giving South Africa something to go into half-time with confidence. Little switch from Ravuvu. And South Africa with some good defensive line speed here. And a penalty goes South Africa's way. They want to play with it quickly.
Jerry Tua had a double tip at that ball here, but massive opportunity for the Blitzboks.
South Africa for Siobelo Sanatla. Back within 4 they go with a kick to come. And some beautiful control at the base of that ruck as well from Fiji, and Geduld setting off after Nasoko, but they're not going to get in Nasoko. in for the try. Wonderful response from Fiji. And precious seconds being used up here. They need to score at least twice to win the game.
He need to hurry up and do it also.
Just slow to approach the Fijian defensive line for Dult. Quacker Smith. Lovely stepping from Smith. And Quacker Smith will go in under the posts. Non-existent defence from Fiji. To the front they go. Vakurunabili winning the line-out ball. South Africa looking to force a turnover somewhere. Tackles have to be made first, though. For Dult. Well, the ball's ripped in the tackle, and Sanatla is away. Does it bounce kindly for him? Sanatla! Into the front goes South Africa with a minute to play. South Africa into the Cup semi-finals. Victorious over Fiji by 31 points to 26.
Coach.
In the Cup semi-finals, here they come.
England in a perfect position. Tom Mitchell very fast, I must say, off a scrum.
And he is looping around, not one but two men, and creating the decoy, and the try is scored by McConaughey. And plenty of lateral movement from New Zealand before they find a path straight up the middle through their captain, Scott Curry. To the right they go, Dixon. Well, beautifully through the tackle for Mickelson. And inside ball is good as well. Andrew Newster. New Zealand still with an opportunity through Mickelson. Back towards support, but Rodwell up on his feet to make yet another tackle. Here come New Zealand. They've got plenty numbers to the right. And for the corner, in they go. It's Collier who's claiming the try. A little consultation again, though, with assistant referee and in-goal assistant. But the try awarded. New Zealand with a chance to run the clock down, but also deliver the hammer blow and make their way potentially into the Cup semi-finals. Little show of the ball. Wonderful back tackle, though. England can't commit too many at the breakdown. For the corner go New Zealand. And Joe Ravuvu is into the corner. And our one semi-final in Cape Town will be a repeat of last week's final in Dubai. New Zealand into the semi-finals with victory over England in the quarters by 17 points to 12.
Clark, a very tight contest in that quarter-final. Are you happy with your team's performance?
Yeah, real similar to last week against England. Only one score between the two teams. We're pretty evenly matched, so we're delighted to get through. It's a really tough game, and we're quite excited about the next opposition. The
next opposition is the home crowd favourite, South Africa. How are you going to prepare differently, given the results in the final last week?
Yeah, well, they got off to a fast start last week, so we've got to start better, obviously, and then hang in there when they have the momentum. But we learnt a lot last week. Let's see if we can put it into practice this week.
Clark, thank you for joining us. All the best for the rest of the day.
Cheers, thank you.
So game 31, the Cup quarterfinals continue, and next up it is Canada taking on France. And what an occasion it has been on day 2 at Cape Town. Amazing sevens rugby, and more to come. Ripping the ball away there from his teammate was Connor Braid. Getting on the outside, Braid dragged down from behind. There's plenty of support there, though, for the Canadians, and big Mike Folafau will score the first try. Hirayama, Harry Jones into the 22. Okay, to Hirayama, putting on the footwork, beating a couple. Nat Hirayama straight through. Brilliant work by the 29-year-old in his 55th tournament. Folafau goes to ground. Hirayama to the short side. They go. And it's going to be one-on-one. Douglas has got too much pace. What a very timely try for Justin Douglas, his 4th for Cape Town 2017. Sweeper coming across, thought he had it covered. Then he put on the afterburners, and the 23-year-old from Abbotsford scores for Canada, leading by 21 points to 0. And that one, it's play on. And Connor Braid from the kickoff. What a sensational start to the second half for the Canadians.
Canada look like they've got their place in the semi-finalists. Something amazing happens.
They will play the winner out of the United States and Argentina. So it's all there for the taking for the Canadians as they look to get back into a decider from the HSBC Sevens World Series. The inside ball to Jones is a good one. Hirayama trying to catch him napping. He's only 3 metres out. Pick and go. He's over the line. Mullins, did he get it down?
Browning, yes or no? Go upstairs. Time off. Timo, trial, yes or no?
Okay, the referee from England, Richard Houghton, former Sevens player himself, wanting some assistance from upstairs.
Matt Mullins with ball in hand, gets turned on his back initially. 2 players for France, and geez, is there a hand on there? Rolls it right there. Try time. I think that's okay. Good to go.
Eventually got it down.
Richard, you may award a try when you're on screen.
Thank you.
It'll be a try to Matt Mullins. Well, the big question now is, can the French open their scoring as the full-time siren sounds in Capetown? It's been a disappointing quarter-final for them, but now it's opening up at long last, and pulled down is Berengeli, offloads, and that's a try-saving tackle from Matt Hirayama. He can't do a thing wrong at the moment. The number 9 for Canada. But now, from close range, they finally crash over, and it is finally a try for France. And full time, it is Canada through to the semi-finals in the Cup, still alive in the race for the gold medal. 35 points to 7 over France.
Coach, another brilliant performance from your team in this quarterfinal. Going into the semis, what would you like them to improve?
If they can play like that again, we'll be a hard team to beat.
Also, conceding late, I'm sure you're very disappointed. Probably wanted to keep a clean sheet in this one.
Well, it's always nice to have a clean sheet. It's a big thing in sevens, so that was a disappointment, but the only disappointment of a great performance.
Certainly was. It is going to be a long weekend, of course. Lots of difficult teams to contend with. USA taking on Argentina at the moment. USA have really been shining this weekend.
Well, USA are one of the best teams in the world, so at this stage of the game, whoever you play is going to be a really hard team.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us, and all the best for the weekend.
Thank you so much.
3 down, 1 more Cup quarterfinals to go. And it's game 32. The United States up against Argentina. North America versus South America, if you like. So the USA in the white. So here's an opportunity for Argentina. Alvarez. Hughes made the tackle.
Ruck time.
And the line is there. And Franco Sabano is over for Argentina. Argentina kicking off after the opening try. And towed through. And it is there again for Argentina. Good work. Etchart goes to ground, penalty against the United States. Bazan Velez is over. Wow. They'll be happy to eat away some of the seconds here. Good tackle from Carlin Isles, but pick and go from Sabano, and now he releases across to Alvarez. And Murray. Delgi reaches out, and it is a try, in fact, for Argentina. Oh, they looked a bit shell-shocked at the moment, the United States, the form team from yesterday. Look at that strike rate by Argentina. So now or never for the United States. Pinkelman goes high to drag it in. Miles at scrum half. We haven't been able to get him into the clear. Thomason. The race is on. Isles is looming up over the 22. It is a try. Very timely indeed for the United States. Isles. Back to Yosefo. Via Unafei. Pinkelman. The inside ball, Unafei. Back to Pinkelman. Can he link up? He flicks it back to the support. Leuta goes to ground. They've woken from a bit of a slumber here, the United States. And it's going to be Folau Naiua, who dots it down. Kick to come, 21-10. Knocked back by Argentina, and it sits up for them though. Big tackle from Martin Yosefo. And straight through! And Argentina are on the way to the Cup semi-finals in Cape Town 2017. Simple missed tackles. And Luciano Gonzalez, a 20-year-old, scores. So Argentina will play Canada and South Africa will play New Zealand in the Cup semi-finals. Disappointment there for Mike Friday, the coach of the United States. We heaped a lot of praise on them yesterday for their dramatic turnaround in form compared to Dubai last week. But it's been a masterclass today by the Argentinians. They read it pretty well. They dominated from the outset. Argentina through to the Cup semi-finals after a 28-12 win over the United States.
Coach, that is probably the biggest coup d'etat of the weekend, beating the United States. How do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. I feel very happy because we did it 2 times, the last week in Dubai and here again. It's very hard when you start to play with the same team again, but it's amazing. Break the line of quarterfinal. That is our goal for this season.
And what do you think it was about your team that made you stand head and shoulders above the United States in this game? What is it that you did right?
Keep the ball safe when we have the ball and try to defend once against once, and that's it. When you are focusing that, the rest is about details.
Well, congratulations. All the best for the rest of the weekend.
Thank you very much. We need it. Thank you. Bye.
The 4 big ones. South Africa, New Zealand, Canada and Argentina all through in the race for the gold medal. Cape Town Stadium, chock-a-block, sellout for day 2. We're on the way to the business end of the tournament. The second stop on the HSBC Sevens World Series. Dubai last week, Cape Town this week. And the crowd waiting to see if the Blitzboks can get back on top in South Africa. And they won in Dubai last week. Looking to go back-to-back in the series. England, defending champs, knocked out of the Cup quarterfinals, so they're going to be playing very, very shortly. This is what we've got for you. The 5th place semi-finals coming up. Fiji against England, and then France against the United States. Terrific conditions for game 37.